Hello everybody, my name is Ruby and today we're going to be talking about the AutoPan device. This device is great for adding more stereo movement to your sounds. I have it on these two synth layers here and I'm using them throughout the top loops and the hi-hats and the drums. So looking at the device, we only have four main controls here. These are going to be your amount, rate, phase, and shape. So the amount is obviously the amount, and as we turn this up, we can see the UI is going to expand these lines here. Now these are going to represent the separate channels. So what this is going to do is modulate the volume of each channel. Here on the rate, similar to the auto filter, you can set it by hertz, which will freely transition between each value, or we can snap it to tempo locked note divisions. Under the phase, this is going to offset the left from the right, and it lets you do a full 360 degrees, so you can have the channels pretty much linked, and it becomes more of a volume automation than a panning automation. The offset here is going to offset the starting position in the LFO. The shape here is going to change the way it's curved, and then of course we can just pick different shapes here, with the last one being random. Here on the main chords, I have an auto pan and I have the phase turned down. That way the left and right channels are pretty similar to each other, but they're just slightly off, which gives it a little bit stereo imagery. And then I'm using the rate here to give it this sort of fluttering effect. And of course, setting it to Hertz mode lets you unlock it from the tempo and have those smooth changes in speed. Here on the Arp, I'm using the auto pan on a mostly mono signal. And if I turn it on, it's very subtle, but at this speed, it kind of creates this sort of effect of the synthesizer like spinning around your head, sort of. And we can hear this more if we turn up the amount. And then up here on the hi-hat loop, I'm doing a pretty similar thing. You can see up there in the visualizer that it's basically just pushing the hats left and right. And this one is not beat synced either, so it kind of gives it more of a groove to it, I think. And over on this one, I created this weird like noise hit, which has this auto pan giving it this sort of like bouncy, almost like a delay effect to it. If I turn it off, it just sounds like this. And then I'm automating the phase to slowly separate the left and right channels and then bring them back together, which I think sounds cool in the context of the full mix. Sorry, this one's pretty short. AutoPan is a pretty simple device, but it can be used to create some really cool sounds. If you have any cool techniques using the AutoPan device, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like, and I will see you guys next time.